Hello everyone and welcome to Term 4. Last week it was great to welcome everyone back to this last term, and it started extremely positively, particularly for our Year 12 students. At the end of last term, our first 11 soccer team, coached and managed by Tom Trupkovic and Josip Zilic, with the assistance of Jamie Nogler, won the Associated Catholic Colleges final, which qualified them for the Victorian Schoolboys Championships. They went on to win this championship, defeating Carey Grammar 2-0. This is the first time in the history of St Joseph's that we have been the premier soccer school in Victoria. So I'd like to congratulate all students and staff involved in that wonderful achievement. Also very late in Term 3, our musicians participated in the Associated Catholic Colleges Accent on Music event held at Hamer Hall. This magnificent concert brought together the talents of musicians from the 13 ACC schools along with their music staff. The highlight of the evening was the massed performance of Hey Jude, involving all 630 musicians. It was a brilliant concert, and congratulations must go to all students and staff involved. Now into this term, also on the arts front, last Friday night the college held our annual Arts and Technology exhibition, displaying student work. A range of outstanding work still remains on display this week in the Pat Burke Gallery, showcasing the talents of our furniture makers, systems tech students, graphic designers and visual artists and media makers. Congratulations to Charlie Scott, who won the Principal's Acquisition Award for his film titled A Seat at the Table. Charlie also won last year. A great deal of activity occurred during the holiday break, with many staff assisting with the refugee holiday program. We also conducted our holiday Liverpool Football Club soccer clinics, which were extremely well attended. The holidays were also a busy and productive time for most of our VCE students, with trial exams and revision lectures held, and many students choosing to take advantage of the library facilities here at the school. The library is also proving a popular study space after school and on Saturday mornings in the lead up to exams for our VCE students. Last Thursday, our Year 12 students commenced their end of year formalities with their final full school assembly. Later that day, they were joined by parents and family for the graduation ceremony and Mass, with the celebrant, Old Collegian Father Matt Thomas. Students undertaking the scored VCE pathway will conclude their final classes tomorrow, and other students have already finished. The graduating class of 2025 have been an outstanding group, and we expect that they'll finish the same way. We have been very clear with them about our expectations in the final few days of school, including the importance of avoiding situations where poor decision making is likely and 6 years of reputation can be destroyed in 6 seconds, not to mention the very real risk of harm to students and damage to the reputation of the college. We look forward to concluding the VCE year with the valedictory dinner to be held tomorrow night. Throughout its history, the college has been blessed by families who've chosen to become involved in their son's education, and this has occurred in a variety of ways. But one way is through involvement in advisory and support bodies. Currently, opportunities exist for suitably qualified and interested members of the broader community to be involved in the College Advisory Council, the College Governance and Risk Committee, and the College Finance and Planning Committee. The Advisory Council is not a board of management, but rather advisory, and meets about 7 times per year, usually commencing at 6 p.m. and concluding before 8. The Governance and Risk Committee meets once per term for about 2 hours during the day at a mutually agreeable time. The Finance and Planning Committee holds about 7 breakfast meetings per year, commencing at 7:30 and concluding before 8:45. We're currently seeking expressions of interest for roles on these committees. If you're interested, please contact Adrian Tuck on 522 68119 or principalspa@sjc.vic.edu.au. If you're a regular reader or watcher of this newsletter, you'll see that I'm in a slightly different place. I'm standing in our new Arts Centre, and as you can hear from the buzz in the background, there's a most engaged senior art class happening next door, and the view behind me is across O'Driscoll Oval. It's wonderful to know that the rest of this project is going to be completed before Christmas, and we're very much looking forward to seeing that the second part of the project is every bit as good as this first part. God bless.